Hi guys, Robby46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 17. Let's continue with Managerial Career Mode. This is the last video we'll be doing aboard the Ducati. We've got 3 more races to go. We've got Phillip Island, Sepang and Valencia. And it's looking like it's going to be a wet Phillip Island, but it looks like the sun's out, so it's going to dry. So I'm going to gamble for disc 1 front brakes, and we'll go from there. So we can't change the tyres, but it does look like it will probably dry out, so we should get a dry line and then the brakes should come into their own. So let's go do this aboard our Ducati. 3 races left to go. Spinning up already. So we make up quite a few places, almost into the points already. See the sun there. The sun's trying to come out, so the track should dry out pretty quickly. We're up to 12th. Redding trying to come up the inside of us, and he does so. So back down to 13th. We're spinning up quite a bit on the Ducati already, which is a little bit worrying. We'll make some places up here, almost on the grass, into Honda hairpin. Most of them go very wide there, so we've made up a couple of places up to 10th place. Almost got the inside of Lorenzo. I have to go a little bit careful on the brakes at the moment, just because obviously they're more powerful brakes and we don't want to lose the front end in the wet. But like I said, when the track does dry out, then on the grass a little bit there, yeah, they'll come into their own once the track starts drying out. And we've got the inside of Lorenzo and Petrucci and Zarco. Get Pedrosa on the brakes. Oh, so close to crashing. Wait a minute, started raining again. Shit! Oh fuck! This is not good. I thought that the track was going to dry out, but it started fucking raining again. Uh-oh. We've got the wrong brake on. But we're just going to have to go careful with that front brake. Hopefully it won't give us too much of a problem, but we've lost quite a few places already. Back down to 10th place. This isn't going to plan. Oh, Lorenzo's come back underneath. Okay, so since it's been raining again, started raining again, then we've lost more places than we've gained. Oh, Petrucci right in the way there. Go around the outside of him, and Lorenzo into Honda hairpin. I don't think we're going to get him. We've got Petrucci anyway, up the inside of Lorenzo for this one. Come on. I'm not feeling too comfortable with that front brake in the wet, but we'll do what we have to. Just have to make sure we don't lose the front. So made up another 2 places, up to 5th place, just behind Dovizioso. In fact, ahead of him now. We're up to 4th. This corner, yeah, I just can't get it stopped, even with that disc 1 brake on the front. It just won't get stopped in time, so we're going to have to brake a little bit earlier. It's so easy to lose the front into that corner. Our rear tyre. Oh, hello, Dovey. Get back underneath him. There we go. Repaying the favour. Yeah, our rear is spinning up quite a bit already, which is a little bit worrying. Our front tyre is fine. But there's a big gap we've got to try and cross at the moment. 1.1 seconds to Vinales in 3rd place. Now it's Marquez. Just going to have to take our time. I was not expecting it to rain again. But we've got loads of time. We're only on lap number 3 of 7. Close up on the brakes into Honda hairpin. Right, we're basically right with them now. Close enough to go up the inside, although Vinales went up the inside of Marquez, and that's allowed us up the inside as well. Thank you, Vinales, that helped us through. But we are spinning up at the rear quite a bit, and our rear is starting to degrade quite quickly, which is a little bit worrying. We've got Vinales. Now we've just got to try and get Rossi, who is our main rival, our only rival in the championship now. Because Vinales is way too back in the title fight. So we've got to try and beat Valentino Rossi. I'm very worried about our rear tyre. That rear tyre is basically half used already, and we've only just done lap number 3. That is worrying. Oh, we'll have to keep an eye on it and just make sure that when we get in front we can pull away. Not quite close enough to get the inside just yet, but I think we'll get him going into this next left and into Honda hairpin. Get around the outside of him. Now we're going to have to go around the outside on the brakes. So we're into the lead. Now we need to pull away because I'm very, very worried about that rear. But I'll try my best to... well, we've gone wide. That didn't help. Oh yeah, we're definitely spinning up. Come on. Let's just pull away from Rossi a bit and get a bit of a buffer, because that rear tyre is not going to last. That rear tyre is spinning up already. We got major wheel spin at the moment. Our rear tyre is pretty much fucked already. This is not good. It's not like I could have chosen any other compound. Yeah, just spinning up even at the final corner. Even in 4th gear we're spinning up. We have pulled away from Rossi a little bit. Almost a second the gap. So we're going to have to keep pushing, unfortunately, just to edge away and see if we can keep in the lead. But that rear wheel's spinning. We've got fuck all grip left in it. I'm struggling around this corner. We're going to start hemorrhaging time really quickly. We've lost 0.2 of a second in the first sector. Through here we shouldn't lose too much time, if any. Look at that rear tyre! It's basically gone already. Coming out of corners, just got no grip. We're in deep shit right now. We're only on lap number 5 of 7. Still got 2 more laps to go after this one. And we are struggling, especially coming out the real slow corners. We're struggling to get the grip to drive out. And Rossi is all over the back of us again. This rear is not going to last. It's pretty much gone already. We are screwed. Gonna have to try and be nice and gentle. Oh, look at it bucking and weaving. Tyre is given up after only 5 laps. Rossi's back in the lead. This is not what we wanted to see. Can't get any drive coming out the final corner. This is not good. Rear tyre's gone. We are completely fucked now. We're going to be a sitting duck for anyone to come past us. We've gone wide at the first corner as well. Trying to keep it in a higher gear just to try and stop that rear spinning too much. Yeah, just going sideways out this corner. Got no grip whatsoever. We've got Vinales right behind us. We're screwed. We are completely fucked. Rossi is pulled away already. We're going to have to do our best to battle. We've gone wide. Oh, Vinales is through. I can't even pick the bike up to fire it out. Marquez is through. Back up the inside of Marquez. We're just going to have to fight as much as we can to scavenge any kind of position we can get. But that rear is gone. And we are, yeah, sitting ducks. Where are we going to end up finishing? It's not going to be on the podium, that's for sure. Got a whole lap to go. And we're in 4th place. And Rossi is going to make up a shed load of points on us in this race. And we've got people right behind us. Just can't get out of corners. That rear grip has gone. I tell you what, we better not have any more wet races in the last 2 races. Otherwise, I don't know, it's going to be disaster for us. Yeah, just can't get power down. People are going to go past us. There's one gone. Dovy's through. Crutchlow's trying to come through as well. Crutchlow is through. We just need to stay on the bike and get some points. If we get a DNF, it could be pretty much game over. I think it was 26 points at the end of the last race that we got it up to. That's going to come down quite considerably. We're 6th place. This is our race objective, 6th. But I've got a horrible feeling we're not even going to be able to stay here. This is not good. This is not good at all. No drive. Lorenzo's going to come past. So try and gently come out the corner in 3rd gear. But Lorenzo's through. So's Petrucci. We're back down to 8th place. Are we going to lose any more? Could end up outside the top 10 here. As we get Petrucci and Lorenzo back. Just got to be smart. Lorenzo trying to go around the outside. That's not going to work. We're still in 6th. We're going to lose it though coming out this corner. Still in 6th. Come on, we need to salvage something. Lorenzo's pass. Petrucci's pass. There's nothing we can do. Try and get a good run, but we can't because we just got no grip. Are we going to lose any more places? We may get 8th place. Oh, they're really queuing up behind me, but we got 8th. That is not good. That is not good for the championship. I dread to think what that's done to the points. Rossi won. We got 8th place. Not even our objective. Our teammate got 17th. He got his objective. Oh, God. Holy shit. That points has come down. That is not good. We do not want any more wet races. Otherwise, we are completely screwed. Next race is at Sepang. Fingers crossed it's going to be a dry race, but Phillip Island in the wet. Wasn't meant to be. Rear tyre completely destroyed itself after 5 laps, and we were just sitting ducks for 2 laps. And ended up going from the lead down to 8th place. Not good. But we definitely need some sort of result in the next race. Like I said, fingers crossed it won't be wet, but we'll have to wait and see. How did our team get on? 2nd and 1st in Moto3. Dominguez got another win, so he's back up to 2nd in the championship as well. Nathan Peters 18th. So just myself and Nathan Peters who didn't hit their objectives. It's like the first time this season I don't think I've hit my objective. That's not good, but we're still in the lead of the championship at the moment. Let's go on to the next race. Okay, so Sepang, and it's a wet race again. This could go horribly wrong. We need to try and win this. We really do. Otherwise, it's all going to go really wrong for us. We need to try and conserve that rear tyre. We need a win. We need to beat Rossi. We cannot afford to lose any more points to him. We're already up to 11th place. We're going to have to be quite brutal with our overtakes. Let's get to the front as quick as we can. And again, just open up a big gap. And we need to do that very quickly. Rossi and Marquez fighting at the front. Lorenzo's going into the lead. Marquez going backwards slightly, but Lorenzo is in the lead. So we try and get Petrucci, but we're on the wrong side of him. We can cut underneath him. There we go. Up to 9th place. The leaders aren't too far ahead as we got the inside of Dovi. So we've got Dovizioso. Try and get Zarco, but that didn't quite work. Side by side with him. Maybe able to outbrake him. Yes, we do. Almost got Crutchlow, but we're on the wrong side. Had to go a little bit wide to avoid him. But we're in 7th place. Around the outside of Crutchlow, that's not going to work. We can cut that back underneath and get a better run out. Yes, we can. 6th, 5th, we've got Marquez. Pedrosa's in front of Marquez. That doesn't happen very often. But we're up to 4th. Vinales is up next. And then it's Rossi and Lorenzo in the lead. Rossi looking like he's trying to get past him at any moment now. Use Vinales' slipstream. I probably won't outbrake them, but they're bound to go wide. So we'll get underneath them. Yeah, there we go. Up to third, and we're right on Rossi's tail. In fact, we're going to go past him with better exit. We're up to second. Lorenzo in the lead. Ducati 1-2. Obviously not the same team, but we're going to go past Lorenzo. No, we're not. Rossi trying to push us through. Oh, almost didn't get it stopped. Thanks, Rossi, for trying to help, but you made us lose 2 positions because of that. Almost went straight to the back of Lorenzo, so I had to just take a void in action and then try and get the bike stopped. Good thing is it's only 5 laps of this track, not 7 that we had to do at Phillip Island. Obviously supplying a longer track. Lorenzo's gone back down to third. So he was leading, but that was short-lived. So we try and get past him up the inside. Yeah, we got him on the exit, and now it's Rossi's turn. Lorenzo's got us back. Will Lorenzo get Rossi? Yes, he will. So Rossi back down to third as we overtake him and Lorenzo. Gone wide though. Lorenzo trying to come back through, but we're hanging it on the outside on the curb, spinning up. Lorenzo's back through, but Rossi isn't. Again, we're a bit better on the brakes than the AI, but we have to keep avoiding them and going a bit wide. Up the inside of Lorenzo. Right. We've put one rider between me and Rossi. This is what we need to do. Vinales up next. He's our next victim. So we try and get the inside here. We just about managed it. That was a proper block pass there. We've gone wide though. He's going to come back underneath. We can cut back under him and get a better run out. So still in the lead. So we come to the end of lap number 2. They'll probably go a bit wide again. We seem to get a much better exit than the AI at this corner last time. And we did again. We're pulling away already. Rossi's up to second place. That's not what we wanted. But we have pulled away. Almost up to a second already back to Rossi. We've gone wide. We're going wide. A bit too hot into the first corner. Rossi trying to come up the inside, but we've just closed the door. We need to pull away. Rear tyre isn't too bad at the moment. Get it stopped. Gonna go wide. Still in the lead at the moment. We just need to pull away. Vinales is back down to 4th. Lorenzo's got Vinales. We could do with a hand, Lorenzo. Get in front of Rossi. Can't believe I just said that. Rossi's only 0.7 behind, so we are pulling away. We just need to keep it nice and smooth. Keep that rear tyre in a good place. We don't want it destroying itself like it did at Phillip Island. That just went off super quick. We've gone wide there. Short shift up here. Stops the rear spinning up. Nice and gently does it. Okay. So far it's going well. We are pulling away. The gap is up to basically 2 seconds, just under. That is going to be over 2 seconds by the time we get to this start-finish line. On the brakes, ready for the final hairpin. Got 2 laps left to go. Continue what we're doing, then it's going to be a good win for us. The gap is 2.5 seconds. Oh yeah. Let's get it stopped. Yeah, got it stopped that time, didn't we? Oh, spinning up a bit. The rear's starting to let go now. Come on. We've got a decent lead. We don't want to fuck up now. The gap is basically 3 seconds. Uh-oh. Shit. Way too late on the brakes there. Fucking hell. That is not good. Too busy looking at the split times. And that has sent us off track and into 4th place. That is not good. We're going to go wide. Pedrosa's 3. We're back down to 5th. Back up to 4th though. Back down to 5th. As we get back through. So back up to 4th. This is not good. We've really fucked ourselves this time. Rossi's in the lead as well, but he's got Lorenzo close behind. I can't believe I've done that. Completely fucked up my braking marker. We're almost with Vinales again, so hopefully we can get him. Oh, we've got a better run. Here we go, up the inside. Oh! Shit, just hit the curb on the inside. That sent us wide. Okay, we're going to get desperate now. So we've got one more lap to go. We need to try and get Vinales. Well, he's going to go wide in the final corner, so that is one opportunity, and we get a better drive out the corner as well. Up the inside we go. Okay, Lorenzo is just ahead of us. We're spinning up a bit. We haven't got much life left in it, but still got better life than what it did at Phillip Island. Get it stopped on the brakes. Oh, going wide though. Vinales is back underneath, but we're back under him. Back up the 3rd. Come on. On the power. Give me all your power, Ducati. No, it's spinning up. The rear's gone. The rear is completely fucking gone. We lost loads of time through that corner. Vinales is back 3. Oh, we got it stopped in the right place that time. We're going to lose more places. I don't know if it would be right for places, but we're definitely going to lose more points to Rossi unless Lorenzo can get ahead of him. If Lorenzo can win, that would take 5 points off of Rossi. Is he going to do it? Is he going to go for the win? We need to at least get on the podium. We can't afford to be off the podium. Lorenzo's going for the inside. Lorenzo's trying to get him. Not quite, but we've got Vinales. Yes, we have. No, we haven't. Yes, we have. Okay. So we're up to 3rd. Lorenzo, come on. Pull your finger out. We've got no rear grip left. Oh, we could end up off the podium still. The rear is gone. The rear tyre not lasting on the Ducati in the wet. Lorenzo, you just need to at least try to outbrake him into the final corner, even if you push both of yourselves wide. Has he gone for it? I don't think he's close enough. He's not. Rossi's going to take the win. We're going to take 3rd. We're going to beat Vinales. 3rd place. That should have been a win. But we fucked up and completely outbraked ourselves on the 4th lap. Not good. Our teammate, he got 13th, so that's good for him. A few more points for him. Uh-oh. Shit. That gap is down to 5 points with 1 race left to go. And if that's wet, we could end up losing this championship. George Morgan in 14th. So, this ain't good, guys. We could end up losing this championship if the last race is wet. And it's Valencia as well, which I fucking hate. So if it's a wet Valencia, we could be losing the championship for the first time in the MotoGP class. I can't even remember the last game that I played where we didn't win the championship. Oh dear. It's all going tits up. We definitely need to check out the championship standings for Moto3 and Moto2 going into the final round. The official won. Freddie Allen got 3rd. Nathan Peters 17th. Dominguez, he got 2nd. Obviously, we got 3rd, and George Morgan got 13th. He's 17th in the championship. I think I said he was 14th, but he's 17th. So, it's all to play for in the final race of the season. We've got some R&D to do. Let's do the Honda. This is the last upgrade for the Moto3 bike. The Moto2 Calyx. We haven't got many more to do after this one. 2 more to do. And I'm going to leave this one blank because we're going to save that for when we get our new bike for the new season. So we won't bother upgrading our Ducati anymore. There's no point because it won't even be ready for the next race. So that is that. We'll do the activities. We'll do them. And then we shall check out the championships for Moto3 and, of course, Moto2. See how close Dominguez is. So, into the championships we go. Our guys have already won it. Mia Fisher, 26 points over Freddie Allen. And they both miles ahead of Joanne Mir. So our guys are going to finish 1st and 2nd in the Moto3 Championship. That is awesome. Mia Fisher is crowned the Moto3 champion. So that is good. He's definitely going to be promoted to Moto2. Dominguez, he is 10 points behind Franco Morbidelli. Can he catch him in the final race? It's still doable. Let's hope. Fingers crossed he can get that win and take the championship. And obviously 5 points between myself and Valentino Rossi. Yeah, that's not a big gap at all. Going into the final race with 5-point advantage. That's never happened to me before. I think that's the closest it's been for me for a very, very long time. So our Ducati just letting us down in the wet with the rear tyre. So let's go. Valencia, final race of the season. And it is dry, thank fuck for that. That helps us a little bit, but the fact that it's still Valencia.
So the race is about to begin.
We're going to find out how we do. Then come on, let's go do this. Final race, here we go. Final race aboard our Ducati, a very dry Valencia. Hopefully that does help us a little bit. Well, we're going to get the inside of a few of them into the first corner. We're already up to, well, in the points anywhere, up to 13th place. If Rossi comes first and we come second, we'll be equal in the championship. And then technically it should go on whoever has won the most races. I'm not actually entirely sure who has. But we're up to 10th. Now we're back down to 11th. Iannone trying to come up the inside of us. They're going to make it as hard for me as they fucking can, aren't they? Unleash right in the way. Alright, we've got a better exit than both of them. So back up to 10th place. We've got 8 laps to try and do this in. So we've got a long time to go. But let's just hope that our tyre doesn't fuck itself up. Well, I've gone for a medium rear this time. So let's hope that it comes into its own a bit later on in the race. Right behind Lorenzo, going around the outside of him and Petrucci. So we're up to 7th place, gone a little bit wide. Petrucci coming back underneath. So back down to 8th. Wow. Crutchlow just ahead as we get Petrucci. Now, can we get any higher up? No, Petrucci's come back through. Lorenzo's trying to go around the outside, but we got back through on Petrucci. Rossi is in the lead. If it finishes as it is now, Rossi is the champion. So we need to get a move on. We're up to 6th place. Rossi's just on the fastest lap, but that's immediately taken away by us. Tense times. I cannot afford to crash in this race. If I crash, that is it. That is game over. Rossi is still in the lead. We're just about to get Dovi. We are up to 5th place. But even as it stands, we would still lose the championship. Even when we're in 4th, we have to get in the lead. Dovizioso back in front of us. So's Pedrosa. Oh, someone's crashed. That's Vinales. Vinales has crashed out of the top 3. So that will help us a little bit. Dovi in 3rd at the moment as we go ahead of him. So, as it still stands, as we go fucking very wide, Rossi is still the champion, even with us in third. If Marquez gets ahead of Rossi, then we will win the championship by 1 point. But we need to close in on them. We're only on lap number 2 of 8. We've got a long way to go for this race. Let's hope that our rear tyre stays together. Let's hope that we stay together as well and manage to take victory. I want to go out with a victory. The Ducati, we've had our ups and downs with the Ducati, but overall it's been a pretty positive season. Looks like Marquez is going to go for the lead. Marquez has gone up the inside, so if it finishes as it is now, we will win the championship by 1 point. 20 points for second place and 16 for third. There's 4 points difference, but Rossi's gone back into the lead. He wants his championship, but so do I. So I'm not going to give up. We have to try. We're not really making much inroads on them at the moment, which is a little bit worrying. I really hope that we can get at the front and fight with them, but at the moment we're not gaining. That gap has been pretty consistent, half a second for the last lap. Okay, through here we should definitely gain. Yeah, we do. Oh, in fact we got Marquez. We're up to second place. If it finishes as it is now, we will both be joint at the top of the championship. We need to get Rossi, so we try and go up the inside of him, try and surprise attack him. Not quite working though, can't quite get underneath. Marquez has dropped up back a little bit. Here we go. Right, slipstream him. Get him into the first corner. Come on, Ducati power. Here we go. Into the lead we go. And he's gone around the outside of us. And we've gone back up the inside. So back into the lead for us on lap number 4. 4 of 8. Gone a bit wide. Rossi back underneath. We're trying to. But we don't let him through. We cannot afford to let him get through and get away. We have to fight. We have to dig deep. Oh. Looks like we held Rossi up mid-corner there, which is good. Right, now we're starting to pull away. 0.8 of a second. We've gone wide though. Our rear tyre is almost half used already. Ooh, very wide again. Cut that back and get a good run out. It's 1.2 seconds. This is what we need to be doing. We don't want any fuck ups. I don't want to outbrake myself and go off track like we did at Sepang. Come on. What's the gap over the line? It's come down 0.2 of a second, so it's just over a second. Marquez still in third. I've got to do what I can. As long as we just carry on pulling away from Rossi, then it will be a job well done. But like I said before, this is the tightest the championship's been. It's the first time we've gone into the final race with just 5 points advantage. Nothing more than a win is going to do it here. Rossi is looking very likely he's going to get second place in the race, so can't afford to get anywhere other than a win. To do what we can on this Ducati, make sure that rear stays intact, but the front is wearing out pretty quick. In fact, the front is wearing out quicker than the rear, which is quite rare. We've never had that happen to us before. Is that going to give us some big problems a little bit later on in the race? The finishing lap number 5. I hope that that front doesn't completely go and then we start really struggling with the front. It's not what I want to happen, but we'll have to wait and see. Just another fastest lap. Almost 2 seconds to Rossi. So far, so good. Took us a little while to get to the front, but we eventually got there. We had to fight with the AI. They did not want to let me through. Starting to feel the front end pushing a bit now. That's a little bit worrying. Are we going to go into more tyre troubles? I fucking hope not. Otherwise we can kiss this championship goodbye. The gap was basically 2 seconds. It's 1.8. It's come down a little bit. Just got to continue pushing. That front has not got a lot of life left in it. Oh, it's pushing there. The rear is feeling okay. 2.1. Come on. We've got 2 more laps to go. And then we'll be done. 2 laps to the title. .9 Rossi. Is he going to close up with my tyres? Both front and rear are degrading pretty quick now. We could be in a heap of shit again. This corner, we've got to go so gingerly through that, and this one because the rear comes round so easily. Just got to do what we can and hope that our tyres stay with us. I do not want to lose it on the last race of the season. Come on. Gap just over 2 seconds again. Come on. This is a very tense race. Front tyre is almost completely gone. Rear tyre not far behind it, and we got 1 whole lap to go after this. Oh dear, we could see my lead start coming down pretty rapidly. That front is gone. Rear is almost gone. We have got some tyre issues again. Gonna start understeering a hell of a lot more. Still a pretty big gap though. What is the gap over the line? 2.5 seconds. So despite the tyre issues, the gap has gone up, but will it come down? This is the final lap. 1 lap between us and the championship for a 2nd successive season in the MotoGP category. This corner we're going to have to go so careful with our tyres completely off. 2.6, it's gone up another 10th. It's going the right direction. Lorenzo's crashed out of 8th. Come on tyres, stay with me. The front, despite the fact that the front tyre is gone, it doesn't feel too bad. It's not as bad as when the rear goes. 2.6 still. We've only got a few corners left to go. Oh, almost cut that corner there and would have got time penalty. That could have almost fucked it up for myself again. But we just managed to avoid a penalty. Gap 2.7, so it's gone up again. We're going to take this. We're going to do it. 1 corner left to go. And we're going to be world champions again, but this time on the Ducati. Big wheelie. We have done it on the Ducati. Ooh, good job that start-finish line wasn't too far down the straight. Otherwise, we may have lost that doing a big wheelie. But we've done it. We won by just over a second from Rossi. Where did our teammate come? He came in somewhere. But anyway, we've done it. We've won by 10 points in the end. We are MotoGP World Champions again, this time for Ducati. Ducati take the Constructors title as well, but we only take 4th in the team. There's confirmation of the championship. I cannot believe it went down to the wire, down to the final race of the season between myself and Rossi. Vinales miles back in the championship, so he was never going to be a huge threat in the last few races. But Rossi was on it. Tyre troubles in Phillip Island. I made the big mistake in Sepang of running off track and then got into tyre troubles again. But Valencia, we done it. Mia Fisher, confirmation he is officially Moto3 World Champion, with Freddie Allen coming in second. Oh, Dominguez, despite winning the race, he came and finished the championship in second place. We need to have a look to see what the points difference was for the final race, because he was 10 points behind. 10 points behind. He won that race, so if Morbidelli came second, it would have only been 5 points behind in the championship. But we need to have a look. Let's have a look at Moto3 first. 31 point lead over Freddie Allen and a massive lead over Joan Mir. So Mia Fisher, you will be moving up to Moto2 next season. Oh, fucking hell, really? Dominguez missed out on the championship by a single point. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, shit. Oh, I can't believe that. One single point he missed out. Shit. Oh. And confirmation that we won it by 10 points from Rossi. So Moto2 was the closest finishing championship by a single point. I think we're going to have to give Dominguez another crack at Moto2, because I do think that next season that KTM, that Kalex, will be fully upgraded, and I think that he will be able to take the title next season. Oh, I can't believe that. A single point he missed out. We won by 10. Mia Fisher by a huge amount. So we need to go and do our new team. So Nathan Peters, you are out of Moto2. You were starting to progress and get some better results, but Mia Fisher, being the Moto3 World Champion, he is moving up to Moto2, and let's hope that he carries on going in a positive direction. So he's moving up. I'm happy to keep Freddie Allen in Moto3, Dominguez in Moto2, keep our Morgan in MotoGP. So Dominguez, I'm going to do a controversial move and bring back Pedro Rodriguez. He's going into Moto3, and hopefully with those stats he can get some decent results. So not really what I wanted to do, because I didn't really like Rodriguez very much. He'd done pretty good in his first Moto2 season when I was his teammate, but absolutely abysmal in his second season, hence why we got rid of him. Bringing him back for Moto3, and we are going to be on the Honda. You guys voted in the last video, and you guys voted for me to use the Honda in the next season. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be aboard the Honda. We're going to put an upgrade on it straight away, hence why I left that one blank. Wow, guys, we done it. It was a interesting season aboard the Ducati, but we've got another chapter to open, this time with Honda. So we've got Honda in Moto3, obviously a Honda engine with a Kalex chassis in Moto2, and we're on the Honda in MotoGP. So Honda across the board in all three categories. It was very close between the Honda and the Aprilia, but the Honda did just pip the Aprilia. Maybe I'll use the Aprilia next season. But we have done it aboard the Honda. I've done a stupid thing and done an upgrade on the fucking KTM Moto2 machine, which we don't even use. So we've got one stuck on the KTM until that time runs out. And then the Moto3 bike is completely done. We can just do Moto2 bike, and then there's only like one more upgrade to do on that, and then we can just concentrate all R&D on the MotoGP Honda. But anyway, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave it a like if you did. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you.